to economic empowerment, education to healthcare, governance and more. Tackling tough topics and amplifying your voice. Join the conversation and make your voice count. The people's voice. Make your voice count. In a world where truth is the ultimate power and opinions scream the loudest, it's time to wade through the noise.
Hunger no get tribe! Hunger no get religion!
And scan the human interest and trending topics that matter. Stay tuned to The Issues, your plug to the stories making the buzz, from politics to science and technology, social justice, and more. Let's tackle the tough questions and expose the truth. The Issues, on Voice of the People Television, Mondays to Fridays, 8 to 9 p.m. The Issues. Don't just react, understand.
Behind every broken desk lies a broken promise. Education shapes the nations. But who is asking the right questions? Introducing Edu Dialogue, the show that goes beyond the surface, exposes the cracks, the corruption, and the silence in Nigeria's education system. Edu Dialogue, Saturdays, 3 p.m., only on VOP TV. We break the biggest stories, from missing funds to policy failures. We ask the tough questions and demand real answers. Edu Dialogue, this Saturday, 3 p.m. on Voice of the People Television.
VOP TV. Now, you have more than a voice.
And I scream Super Eagles all the way, and I'm like, Super Eagles all the way. It's all about the Super Eagles. You know, starting the show this day, I would have loved to start with the paper review. Like, it's not a paper review show, you know, business day. Like, it gives you all of the how big banks killed, capitalization, hurdle, hard match, you know, a lot of news out there. But the question this day is right now in Morocco, I tell you, every paper is carrying the Super Eagles. You turn here, you're seeing Victor Osimhen. You turn here, you're seeing the Lookman. We're not talking Brahim Diaz now. We're not talking Amrabat, we're not talking about Onwahi, we're not talking about the names you know. We're talking about the names you need to know. You might know them, but you still need to know them. The Super Eagles of Nigeria anyways. Yes, what a way to start up a show. It's no longer news that the Super Eagles of Nigeria have reached the semi-final of the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations with a convincing 2-0 win against against Algeria. I could say Morocco, yet to be played. But at the stadium Marrakech, and that victory sets up a last four clash against Morocco after their win against Cameroon in the quarterfinal. The Eagles came into the match after a funny win against Mozambique in the round of 16, having scored 12 goals in 4 games. The tournament is highly tally, and that's the highest we've seen. It's all about us. Oh goodness, this is bad. This is a result. It's classic result. 2-0. Well, it wouldn't trash you to also know that Algeria unbeaten. They were unbeaten before the quarterfinal, and that was a very high talk. But they conceded only once in 4 matches, and were known for their strong defense. However, from the start of the game, Nigeria dominated possession and then pressed too high, forcing Algeria to defend deep. Victor Osimhen led the attack with power and speed, and then we saw our game supported by Lookman and Akko Adams, while Alexi Iwobi controlled the midfield, linking the defense and also the attack. The first half saw Nigeria create several chances, while Akko Adams also missed a one-on-one opportunity and another effort cleared off the line. Algeria remained tied that we couldn't break, but Nigeria were so organized. Algeria also were organized at the back sometime, but they tried to train in the squad with the counter-attack, with the goalkeeper Lucas down, keeping the side at bay. But regardless, that's a clean beat. The breakthrough came in the second half when Victor Osimhen powered home a header. Now, see, that Osimhen's goal, let me even analyze this a bit so you understand. That Osimhen's goal was not just a mere goal. It was a jump power. If it was Ronaldo, it was Harry Kane, or any of the people, they would have said, okay, just put on the hype. Let's say 1 point something, so. Victor Osimhen kept on. That's how you make people to, you know, just be calm for a while. The Super Eagles are just big. Akko Adams also got past the goalkeeper. They controlled the game from the midfield, Iwobi, Ndidi also breaking the Algerian attacks. The fullbacks and the wingers stretch the defense wide, creating space for Osimhen and Akko Adams. But you know, Algeria made substitution to try to turn the match around, but Nigeria defense composure kept them in control until the final whistle. The Super Eagles now advance to the semi-final where they will face the host Morocco. It's really worth talking about. It's a game that you should be scared, you should be wary about. But that win, you need to know, send the Eagles to the 16th AFCON semi-final where host Morocco awaits them, and that will be on Wednesday. So today's Monday, so Wednesday is just closed. So I cannot wait to see how it goes. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. The question will not be, how can I sleep? No. A mouth-watering final between Nigeria and Egypt remains on the table, but both sides must first navigate 10 tests. Nigeria will need to overcome a Moroccan team backed up by home support in Rabat, while Egypt will have to face a heavyweight clash against the Senegals, the Lions of Teranga. But the Pharaohs, you need to know, they reached the semi-final after edging holders Ivory Coast 3-2 in a dramatic quarterfinal in Agadir. But let me say this. It's all about the Super Eagles. Nigeria and Egypt have met 10 times at AFCON, with the Super Eagles holding a narrow 4-4. That's a 4-2 win with 3 draws, including the win in 1980. Never was born at that point, but you must give shout out to those legends of the time. 1980 Nations Cup was the first time we won the Nations Cup, and it wasn't long again. We took it again. That's 94 in Tunisia. And as if that was not enough, we waited till 2013. So we've won the Nations Cup how many times? 3 times. This time around, it's not a paper talk. It's not a paper talk. It's going to be the 4th time the Super Eagles will be clinching on that very one. And I must tell you, see, I look at the team, so I feel like making words, making lines with the player that I saw that day. And what I saw, it's more like we are owning the North African side, you know. Now, talk about the game. Algeria were good enough, 100%. Look how they started fighting. Why were they fighting? I don't even understand it. You can't be doing. See, it's the Super Eagles. It's a team that knows what they want. And I think after the show, I have to call Uncle Stanley, so he can tell me how he has the Wabali inside him. So maybe my next salary, the HR should take notes, save it with Wabali, and I'm okay. It works. Because that day, I watched the game, we were so bright like Osai. I look at the team, I don't need to go to the next street like Simis Ajayi Street. No, I said I must be composed. Because right now, I feel like I'm wearing Calvin, not the clan, not your bouncy in a Quibom style. I look at the team and I'm saying, I'm loving the Super Eagles because they play like a team that's got nice Bruno. It's what it is. Because every time we talk, we have the patience. So we haven't Didi. Our past the break quest will be on the come. And I told you all the time between them, Adam and Eve had an issue because they never had Akko. And anything you do in life, bro, you need to use your head like Osimhen. It's the Super Eagles all the way. Nigeria anytime and the day. So I have with me right here on the show today, Nestor Patrick, to talk this through with me. Such shows, you don't come and talk about it alone. You don't go solo. Not a solo run. Come and analyze. Because we said they are big, Algeria is this, they get this, Boneja is there, that's an Amares. I couldn't find them, I not see them. They couldn't even play. Physicality dominated. Eric Chell, please, how do you do? Eric Chell, say you owe me, and now you're paying it. You owed Nigeria right now. A manager that was owed before the tournament, coming alive to make sure everything. See, we're having the best game. Before that game, we had 12 goals in 4 matches. Our tally is the highest. I think when you look at the record of Super Eagles, let me even bring it so you can understand that we are good to go. We should be talked about. We look to be the favorite. Now we're playing against the Moroccan side. They might be playing. They might sound like the favorites, but you know what? We have the quality to go past any side. We have the team, but it's bad news that Ndidi will not be playing the Morocco game. So Onyedika is around. No fear. Now let me tell you. Let me say this. A lot of things happened in the course of the weekend. The sports world, we'll talk about every other news away from football, the FA Cup results, Man United and the rest of that, but I should be talking about the Super Eagles right now. And I don't like what they did because I was saying the Wednesday, 14th January, see, Chelsea will play against Arsenal. Super Eagles Nigeria will play against Morocco. So let me say, Super Eagles of Nigeria will play against the Atlas Lions of Morocco. And I don't know how they managed to place this 8 o'clock, same time. You wait to hear me, so you wait to watch me, so you be Nigerian. Which one you go watch? Chelsea, Arsenal, I'm not go watch them. I'll watch Akko Adams. Now I'm not going if not go deceive me for street. You know what I'm saying? I go watch Osimhen. Anybody for Chelsea think reach Osimhen. They get jump power reach Osimhen. See Morocco will they come. Morocco, who be Morocco? We don't forget Morocco, man. I don't know our blessed beginning. See, so there's no way to talk about it. But let me tell you more. The Super Eagles have got a nice tally, and the goals keep coming. And that's how, now Oshola said something. Oshola said, that semi-final no go easy, shao. She said, because that AFCON still they pay Morocco. Our women go Morocco, go beat them, scatter them. Now I never told you now, not go meet them again. Now you'll see result now. She comes to talk, so he say, them go do everything and anything, but the world will be watching. That message not clear one. Oshola, you know what they talk, you don't want to give details, but I tell you, people will carry referee, will officiate our final, go court. So give it to the Super Eagles. Most goals scored in a single AFCON. Let me tell you. Cote d'Ivoire 2008, 16. Zambia 1996, how many? 15. Egypt 2008, they have 15. Egypt 2010 have 15 as well. All round, the men of the year. Now, GR Congo 1974, a long time ago. They never have been that time. Again, Morocco 2004, men of the year. Just they hear me. They'll tell you more. Cameroon 2008, 14. Cameroon 2021, 14. We just did semi-final. Nigeria not scored 14 goals. I beg, maybe my guess shook mouth because don't be way he did home. Nestor Patrick actually looking. I like it. No, not sure. Never sure. No wait. Let me first give a small hype so I go fit talk sweet things because the guy I want to show you now. He gets what kind of Martin. Just it makes sense. Role model for some people. Nestor Patrick is on the show today. Nestor, great to have you. Celebrate Super Eagles anyways.
I mean, it's Super Eagles all the way. Yeah. I mean, top-notch performance on the day. I mean, I can't, like, I was short of words. I mean, a whole lot of my friends were calling me from school, like, bro, what you tell us now, so you be. Seriously, I mean, I understand football, not like because I played football, but I understand these things. I mean, the dynamics of the game. Yeah. I told them before the game, I said, see, there's somebody I was going to call before this game. His name is Kizike.
Yeah,
see, your guy. Yeah, I told them.
Right.
Yeah, so my friend Brian was like, call on. See, I know Kizike. Kizike would tell me that he's always busy. So I told them, I said, Nigeria is going to win this game 2-1, or outrightly we're going to beat them 3-1. And the guy was like, yeah, it's Mahrez though. I said, forget whatever Mahrez has said. I mean, we're coming to beat them silly. Forget what he did the last time. Forget what Etebo said. Forget what Moses Simon said that he was there the last time. I mean, it felt bad because the way they cried. I mean, they played. Even Audio Igalo this says, I mean,
2019.
2019
was the revenge time. We needed to revenge.
I mean, yeah. So we needed to like come back and just take small salt, pour for their women, they start with the pepper.
But we had the physicality. What is that one thing Eric Chell did that day?
I mean, what Eric Chell did to this team, this particular team you're seeing on the screen, was he brought back almost the 1996, 1998 Super Eagles. He needed to see the ball recovery. The moment they lose the ball, all kudos to Frank Onyeka and a certain Wilfred Ndidi. But if anybody don't get patience for this word, they be Ndidi. You know yourself Ndidi. You don't go to Ndidi first.
You can say that.
I mean, this is top-notch football. I'm not just hyping Super Eagles because I'm a Nigerian. I mean, I love good football. I love to see good football. I love to see. Did you see what Eric Chell said during the press cover? He said, not because these guys are professionals. He said, I love these guys because when I talk to them, they listen, they go on the field, they implement. Even when we didn't qualify for the Mondials, I mean, it has shown that these guys, they've learned from their lesson. The last time I came to the studio, I mean, during the Mondial, I said, who might be the coach during the next qualifier will matter.
Yeah.
But then, now see what these guys are doing. I mean, they've shown us that. Just putting on that green white jersey means a whole lot. And going back forth and come, I mean, you need to.
So let's tell me about the north side or North African side. We dominated Tunisia. We got past them. They were dead and buried, and they got 2 goals from. I don't know how it happened within a short while. So I felt like I blamed Eric Chell's his game management. Now it felt like that was not enough. We played against an Algerian side. So it's more like we're going top. Algeria. Now, that's not a mere team. That's a strong team, a rated team, a team that never lost on the group stage. And that we met them in a phase that we felt like they just get the Super Eagles out because they look to be the good side. When I mean good side, their result is also not bad. But both teams happen to be good. And we dispatched them. Now we have Morocco. And I tell you, I think I say this. Back in the street, they could talk, say, we play against referee, play against, we play against supporter. Because see, the truth of the matter is this, right? I was saying on my mobile, on X is everywhere, Moroccan fans having some issues with the Nigerian journalist, that journalist issue, You can't have an interview here. You can't talk here. They even want to fight tours. You understand? So I know how they feel because we did that place. Now home match. So Nigeria they go away to go play that match. You understand? But I look into the game and I'm like, we need to understand they've got quality. El Kabi, scary. He doesn't joke with the post. You talk about the man who looks unstoppable. You know, Brahim Diaz. You look at the team. You look at an Onahi as a Dane. And look at this team. They got quality. Akraf Hakimi. There's no size. But I look at them and I'm like, they have what it takes. But what we saw against Tanzania has opened the place for people to now see that when you come out alive and don't fear the Moroccan side, you can stop them. Now, quality-wise, value-wise, we are far better off. The Super Eagles has owned up. I don't know what they did to Akko. I don't know how Akko is doing it. I don't know. Akko is like the link-up between Lookman and Victor. And Victor is exceptional. Osimhen. The goal, his goal was a jump out race. Look at that. I don't know the position for post where they come out. You see that? Your head ball. Come on.
What happened was when you calculate.
Suspended.
Yeah. Osimhen suspended. So he felt like Osimhen was going to bring the ball by the aerial view side of the post. But what Osimhen did was to hit the ball downwards. So that was why you just understood he had to like jump. Yeah. Yeah. So that was what actually happened.
He had to jump. You could imagine the guys on the show standing up because he wants to show me look at the down style. But you know what it is? It's a great game coming up. Nigeria Super Eagles, Eric Chelsea's lineup can be predicted, no doubt. We know. You know, they pass Osayi, Onyemechi, Simi Ajayi, Basi, Iwobi, Ndidi, Lookman, Onye Kanzan, Akko, now say they play. But can I tell you, the problem now is that there will not be a Ndidi. We will not be having Wilfred Ndidi and then Raphael. I know Eric Chelsea is always scared to make changes, you know. But how can the Super Eagles go on in that very game? What does it mean to play against a host nation right there in Morocco, Rabat? It does stay in Marrakech, anywhere, be Casablanca, anywhere, we not care. Mojo go play and first we don't want to know. But how big is this game for the Super Eagles?
Okay, let me make it very simple. I don't want to, I mean, from the people watching at home, people watching, I mean, all across the world, Nigerians especially. Yeah. I don't want to use some stern words, but the thing is, we've seen the strength of Super Eagles, where it lies. We've seen their weaknesses as well. I mean, the Mondial, during the qualifying Mondial, we've seen their weaknesses. I mean, I heard what Olayana was saying. He said, this team, this particular Super Eagles setup, even before the last Nations Cup, don't have a single weakness. But during the final playoff against Cote d'Ivoire, I saw some weaknesses, I saw some lapses. Maybe I felt like Pesero didn't get some things right. Yeah. Now, coming to this AFCON, I've seen that these guys, they've got legs and they've got balls, and they've shown us that the weaknesses, they've used it as their strength. Yeah. I mean, you saw what happened, the altercation between Aruna Lookman and what's his name? Osimhen. Lookman and Osimhen. Right. You heard the interview. A certain journalist went to Lookman to ask him. They say, what happened? You saw how he played down. He said no. He said nothing happened. I mean, this is top notch. A lot of team needs to understand. And even Osimhen, when they asked him, Osimhen was like, Osimhen just laughed. He said, "That's my boy. He's my brother." I mean, it's nerves running. So this game, it's not going to be easy. But I'm telling you, on the night, Nigeria Super Eagles will come out unscathed.
Okay, so Nestor, we'll come out unscathed. That's the word from you. Let me ask you this question: what does money mean to you?
Money means a whole lot. But it depends from where the money is coming from.
Okay, so since it depends from where the money is coming from, let's let you know quickly on the show today that Boa Group Chairman, Nigerian billionaire Abdul Samad Rabiu has announced a 1.5 million cash, I say it well, 1.5 million US dollar cash incentive for Nigeria Super Eagles if they win the AFCON in Morocco. Moving on, Mr. Rabiu disclosed this on Saturday on his verified X account from the Twitter, following Nigeria's 20 win against Algeria in the quarterfinals of the competition. According to him, the players will receive 500,000 US dollar if they defeat Morocco in the semifinal to secure a place in the final. He added an extra 50,000 US dollar will be paid for each goal scored in the semifinal. Rabiu also further stated that the team would earn an additional 1 million US dollar if they go on to win the final, with a bonus of 100,000 US dollar for every goal scored in the final match. Now, quoting the man you have on your screen, he said, "To encourage you, I pledge 500,000 US dollar to the players upon winning the semifinal." That's big, bro. With an additional 50,000 US dollar for every goal scored. And he said, should you go on to win the final, I further pledge 1 million, oh goodness me, $1,000 plus 100,000 US dollar for each goal scored in the final. And that result now extended Nigeria's unbeaten run in the tournament to 5 matches. The semi-final is scheduled for Wednesday, with Nigeria second place in the final and also a chance to claim a 4th AFCON title. You know, this news is good, but the president of Nigeria, number 1 citizen Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has also congratulated the team and saying, you guys are good to go. In the post on his X handle, the president praised the team's performance and assured them of national support. In the words of our president, he said, go on, Super Eagles. You have the support of all Nigerians. And that victory came amid reports that the team had earlier raised concerns over unpaid bonuses and travel arrangements ahead of the quarterfinal feature in Marrakech. Now, the issue was resolved following intervention by the Ministry of Finance and also the Central Bank of Nigeria, blah, 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 blah. We saw it. Chairman of the National Sports Commission, Shehu Diko, told reporters that Tinubu approved the Super Eagles AFCON 2025 budget on November 14, 2025. So you can know. He said the approval aligns stakeholders, including the National Sports Commission, the Nigerian Football Federation, and the players. So I like to reiterate, so you need to know. Let's talk about the key point here. Abdul Samad Rabiu pledged 500,000 US dollar for the Super Eagles win against Morocco. An extra 50,000 US dollar promised for every goal scored in the semi-final. If they score 2, you now know I be. If they score 3, you now know I be. Now winning the final would earn them 1 million US dollar plus 1,000 US dollar per goal. So they're not the prize and keep scoring like the Super Eagles look up. The pledge was made following Nigeria's 20 win. So it's a lot, But I say wrong timing for Nigeria sometimes. I say. You know what I'm saying is, I felt so bad I felt so bad that I was talking about the Super Eagles being old. After we missed the biggest Mondial consecutively, the World Cup coming up 2026, and this year we'll be watching from home. We'll be sitting back home and seeing the game. That's how bad it is. But this is all the Super Eagles have now. Maybe I'm just understanding the plight of the Nigerian people right now, and I'm saying if we can win in Morocco, I think they'll be forgiven. So looking at this money, what of a motivation is this from Samad Rabiu? Is this, sorry to say, I don't want to go there, but is it a political thing or is this a passion, love? And how big is this for the Super Eagles to get on this?
It's easy. It's one way to come into supporting a team, right, especially when it comes to sports. It's not because it's just a sporting tournament, but because it felt like neat, and these things are needs that need to be meted out. And Abdul Samad is trying to support this guy. He's trying to encourage these guys to go on, don the national. I mean, don't the green and white jersey. Go on there, do these things, come back. You get whatever you need. It's like even if he doesn't give them this money, but right, whatever he's telling them that I'm here, I'm supporting you guys, I'm your #1 fans. Go out there and get us and give us this victory.
Okay, so it's a good news.
It's a good news.
So you see us getting it past Moroccan side?
Definitely, assuredly. Nigerians, Lagos. My name is Nestor Patrick. On this day, remember this day, mark my words. It's not going to be easy.
Not be say they go. Not be say.
It's not going to be easy.
You don't look at me. No. You don't look at me talking. Not be say they go win us. You go wrong.
I'm not go wrong.
I'm not saying. I'm not saying we're going to lose, right?
I'm not saying we're going to. But I'm assuring Lagos, and during the Mondial, I said it. I said we are going to beat. Was it? No, before we played
Gabon.
I said we are going to beat Gabon silly, and I did say it. And I'm coming back here to say it. It's not going to be easy, but I'm telling you, we are not going to disgrace ourselves on the night. Mark my words.
All right. So some people say like father, like son. I don't want to believe that, but it's disciplinary action. Lucas Zidane, son of the legendary French international, France 98 winner, one with the right, one with the left against Brazil. Will not forget in a hurry. An Nigerian goalkeeper initiated the confrontation by shoving Rafael Onyedika of Club Brugge on that very game. Onyedika attempted, because people are asking, please tell us what really happened on that very day. Onyedika attempted to retaliate when quickly drew in order of Nigerian players to protect their goalkeeper. That situation escalated rapidly, forcing Stanley Wabali, Paulo Nacho, Chidozima Watib, and Francis Ozoho to intervene. What began was a minor push turned into a full-blown on-pitch scuffle, capturing the attention of fans and the media alike. Referee attacked at full time. Isasi, my friend, the chaos did not end with the players, as the Senegalese referee Isasi came under fire for not awarding a penalty on a handball by Simi Ajayi in the first half. Algerian players expressed outrage at full-time, creating a tense scene that required stadium security to step up for the referee's safety. Mixed zone tensions followed the pitch-side drama after an Algerian journalist was seen physically confronting a Nigerian reporter before the Moroccan security intervened. Authorities detained 2 Algerian journalists for questioning, highlighting the serious nature of the incident. Even beyond beyond Morocco, tensions fled internationally as reports from Marseille, France, confirmed that Algerian and Nigerian fans clashed on the streets, with some fans burning jerseys of the opposing team. So I don't want to call name, but it's more like one of our jerseys that they burn out. These people also speak French sometimes. They understand French well.
Some part of Algeria,
and also Morocco as well. Why are we going to see? Is this you've lost the game? Does that change anything?
It doesn't change anything. Football brings a whole lot of things. Like I do tell people, football is not just about the pitch.
Right.
I mean, the fans as well. I mean, there's a whole lot of things that is at stake when 2 big nations. Like I did say rightly the other time, I said, AFCON is the biggest World Cup in Africa.
Right.
So we need to grace it the best possible way we can. I mean, the best way they can, the only thing they can do at the tail end of the day, I rightly did say something on the radio station, but I don't want to say it here. The kind of football these North Africans play, I don't like it. I mean, I'm that person.
What did you say on radio that
I said I like their kind of football is not giving me that vibe that these guys are good players. I mean, you can be all tricky where you play football, but if these guys were on top that day, you will see what they'll be doing. Tactical indiscipline, that's what I call it. That was why I said haram football. I mean, you watch them fall on the floor trying to roll. You don't do that. It's football.
Is that not tactics?
Now they don't want to accept defeat, and now they're going out burning jerseys.
Okay.
Very wrong call.
All right, so still on the money and the incentive for the Super Eagles. Let's go to this one. Just a quick one about the Super Eagles. They were rewarded with $15,000 for their impressive win against the Desert Fox of Algeria. Eric Charles men defeated Algeria 2-0 in the quarterfinal. You already know the story. And then that's at the Marrakesh Stadium in Marrakesh on Saturday. The team also got $20,000 for 2 goals they scored in that very game. But VOPFM Lagos recalls that Super Eagles pocketed $30,000 for their 3 group game stage matches, Tanzania, Tunisia, and Uganda respectively. They got 12.5. I think that's 12.5. That's okay. Let's just say $12,000 for the round of 16 with a win against the Mambas of Mozambique. Super Eagles will receive €20,000. So it's more like money thing. $20,000, just money. That's the good news to share. But let's run away. Let's go off and give you news about Eric Chell and what he's saying. Super Eagles head coach Eric Chell said the win reflected the players' discipline and adherence to the game plan. That's what Nestor was saying. He spoke and then listened. He highlighted the impact of Victor Osimhen's opening goal in the 47th minute. In the words of the Franco-Man, he said the first goal was important. It released the pressure and gave us belief to play our football. I'm extremely proud of the boys. They were happy, they were focused, and they were so brave. We worked hard, and my vision is clearly taking shape in this team, and I'm liking it. Chell explained that Nigerians maintained composure throughout the first half, despite Nigerian testing their patience. He also said, for 45 minutes, we stayed calm. I told the players to trust the process. When the moment came, we struck with authority. He also praised Ako Adams' finish for the second goal, describing it as a demonstration of efficiency in front of goal. Well composed, composure. Did you see it? He just stayed calm. See that they run the come, just come more time. And he said, we were ruthless. When opportunities came, that is the mentality we want at this level. The Nigerian coach also noted that the team defensive organization, which restricted Algerians' attempt to respond, he said, our defense stayed calm, our defense stayed compact, and we were so intelligent. We managed the game well and showed maturity. He said again, looking ahead of the semifinal against Morocco, we are determined to win. Chell acknowledged the challenges of facing the host in their own stadium and he said something, Morocco are strong and playing at home. There will be pressure, but we respect them and I believe in ourselves, adding that the squad would rest, analyze, and prepare thoroughly for the next match. But you know, Algerian head coach has got a lot to say. Vladimir Pekovic acknowledged Nigeria's control, blah, blah, blah. He said we pocket them. Say they're not see, but see their plan no work. Vladimir Pekovic, good coach, but their plans did not work. So Eric Chell is happy that, see, everything about life is trust the process. If you got me on the job, Give me time. I will deliver. Time. They say waits for no man. But time is crucial. Time is vital. If the time was given and the support from the board, oh my goodness, then we are here to go. So Eric Chell has all he wants now. Maybe the backup from the Nigerian Football Federation, but may they not change that for him, because me, I don't know the party when they support. Tomorrow night, if anything, see, do you know what? Even if Eric Chell goes out or Nigeria drops on Wednesday, this man is good to go. Keep him. Start process, project, they work. Morocco not turn 5 places overnight. Me now, I don't need to carry moms to go Paris or Dubai again now. You know what I'm saying? Don't go Morocco now, tourist center. Don't do Morocco. You understand? Because it's nice. It's a nice place to be. So we have a process. Let's take it beat at a beat, just as it comes. It's a see, this player said they try. If they tell you that this same team now, they owe money, say they don't go, they won't boycott training, you don't go believe. But look how they are here to go. They are playing for the nation. They've been patriotic. They understand what it takes for millions of Nigerians watching the game. I tell you, I say this game too makes sense. This game, they're beautiful, too fine. The game, they know where I come from. Misoko, Abibi, Shekiri. One data, I don't care. I be from where they call us so Ogo State. Where you come from, sir?
Imo State.
Imo State. You know, the game doesn't say where you're from. The game is beautiful. It compacts the world and makes us good. So the Super Eagles have a lot to do, and that's just what it is. But Nestor, lastly, let me leave you with this one. Tell me about Eric Chell. It feels like everything is instilling in the team is working. Pesero's time, we never dominated. We weren't in control, but we did get results. And Nigerians don't want to see that. We love flair. Who will dominate? What is Eric Chell has done? Which button you press now? Like I rightly did say earlier on. Yeah. I'm seeing what I'm seeing is he's trying to bring back the old glory days of the Super Eagles we used to know. The 1996 set, the 1998, even the 2000s. We saw how Super Eagles dominated teams like Brazil, Argentina, Bulgaria. These are good teams. And one thing I like he did in this Super Eagles setup, I love the ball recovery, the urgency they put in their play. Not just, I mean, you see this lackadaisical play in the Super Eagles team way back. You saw that they will hold the ball, not knowing how to define their play. There was no dynamism in their play. But I mean, this time around, like you rightly did say, there's this ruthlessness. They are hungry to play. They want something out of this every single game. Like he said the other time, he said, one game at a time. That was what Victor Osimhen said. Victor Osimhen said, we will take this game one game at a time. It's paying off. It's paying off. So I feel like he understands this boys. See, these guys really need to win something because, I mean, this is their peak. Right. And I mean, they are giving us results, not just results. They are playing, like you rightly did say, we want Super Eagles to bring that flair. We want them to play, hold the ball, tiki-taka, get us results. And at the tail end of the day, they are doing it very well. All right, so let's jump away from that one. AFCON continues again. We'll see how it pans out. Let's let you know. Barcelona, Madrid, 3-2. We did see a Clasico Supercopa, the final, you can say finale, anyone call it. 2026 holders, Barcelona beat rivals Real Madrid 3-2 in a Clasico in the final of Spain's Super Cup right there. And the match was played at the King Abdullah Sports City Stadium in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. After outplaying Real Madrid for the large swathe of the first half, it looked like Barcelona were well on course for another Super Cup title. Rafinha, 36-minute goal, throws them into the lead. It's a victoria for them, champions, and you can say they've dominated. Lewandowski's goal was great to talk about. Pedri was nice to watch. Mbappe came in, but he couldn't change the game. Vinicius Jr. had a brilliant individual performance, but you know, what have you. I just want to ask you straight to the face, Nelson, you tell me, what's next for Xabi Alonso? His first major final, Hans Flick has never lost a final anytime he gets himself. And then, great to see. So when I talk about that record, it's a nice record that we've seen for some players who, whenever they play, like yesterday, also saw a game where they say McTominay, for every time he plays, you know, for every time he's in the team going or not. Is he going to stay? A whole lot of controversies now, right now. Even the fans are beginning to say, they are not wanting to hold on to. A lot of pressure on Xabi. Yeah, I mean, and Xabi Alonso is trying to calm the whole backroom staff. I mean, talk to the hierarchy as well, trying to let them know that this is what he's got. But one thing he's failing to do, one thing like he has failed to understand. I mean, I felt like he didn't watch Ancelotti well. Before Ancelotti left. He didn't watch him well. I mean, he didn't. I mean, before Ancelotti, the last season before Ancelotti left, you don't play low blocks against Barcelona. You don't. I'm a Real Madrid fan. That's why I'm pained, because I saw that match last night. I mean, we were able to get 2 goals back. Yeah. Madrid didn't play anything. There was no urgency. There was nothing. The hierarchy needs to do something about our back line.
and we need to come out and play. I mean, you don't play low block. That was what Ancelotti did the last season before he left. And you're coming into a Real Madrid setup with players who has got flair, they've got nice attack. I mean, offensive team, and you're playing low block against Barcelona. Why?
Okay, so the question is, Xabi Alonso, is he going to be let go? Just let him go.
No, I think we need to give him more time, just a little bit of time.
Does he look like someone that has something to offer to Madrid?
Definitely, yes.
He has.
Yes, he has. I know he has. I mean, if he's done it with teams like Bayern Leverkusen.
That's not
so
the quality.
Why not?
Madrid is a different quality.
It's a different quality. I mean, the hierarchy is here, but then we need to give him that time, maybe a span of just one season more to see what he can do.
But I really don't think Florentino Perez can wait to keep saying Barca dominate, and they are also on top of the log in the La Liga here. I mean, La Liga ES Sport. So if you look at it anyway, but let's keep on the sideline. Let's tell you what happened in Italy yesterday as well. Inter Milan missed the chance to move up 5 points clear at the top with Serie A as McTominay, or in the Serie A rather, as McTominay scored twice. So ain't a draw for Napoli, who had manager Antonio Conte sent off. That man is so passionate about the game. Inter went ahead in the 9th minute when Federico Di Marco laughed out on Marcos Thuram's pass and fired home from an acute angle. Then Algiers took about illness, played the ball into the path of McTominay, who boxed into the net and the box and then scored a goal. And that's for Napoli in the 26th minute played in that game. The hosts went back in front of the 79th minute when Hakan Çalhanoğlu turned the Ross penalty, went off the post with goalkeeper Vanja Milinkovic-Savic diving the wrong way. So the ball had to hit to the other side of the woodwork and that got into the post. But Amir Rahmani was judged to have caught Henrik Mkhitaryan in the box, and Conte was dismissed for his angry reaction. But regardless, without all of the news, we've seen good game. Nicolo Barella, Mkhitaryan, Bastoni, I like the team. And Zielinski, I love the fact that he was given an opportunity to show what he got yesterday. So I saw a formidable Lautaro Martinez style. It was like Kivu doing what he knows the team well. Zanetti, Javier was watching up there. That's his teammate. We know their story back in 2010. That's an Inter side that plays a very compacted and fantastic football. But no disrespect to the Politano, Lobotka, McTominay, Kevin De Bruyne is somewhere watching with injury. Lukaku as well watching with injury. They got Bramani. They got quality team. Now, this Serie A title looks quite compacted, but I think Inter Milan, for me, have the edge. AC Milan, I think 3 points clear, AC Milan, 4 points clear, yeah. Napoli. So what side would you say, looking at the Serie A, the way it goes, would lift this one this time?
I mean, Inter Milan wanted to have a repeat of what happened last season. I mean, it was so painful. It was so painful, even though they lost on that final day, just 1 point. I mean, it was crazy. So at this point in time, I bet you me, Inter Milan wouldn't want a certain AC Milan, their rivals, and Napoli to get this Scudetto this time around. So they are trying to do everything possible right to make sure. If you watch the way they play the Italian Serie A, the way they take every matches this season, you would understand what's the name of this coach. The Inter Milan coach is trying to do. He wants to win every game. I saw him sitting on the floor. The last game, he sat on the floor. I mean, he was calling. Who was he calling? He was calling Çalhanoğlu. I mean, you needed to see the passion they are bringing, even in the Champions League, and they've done it time and time again. I mean, Lautaro Martinez, great guy. Thuram, great guy. This guy. So I'm leaving the Scudetto title for them this season.
Yeah, that's about that. Nestor Patrick, thank you so much for being part of the show today. Really had so much fun talking sport with you anytime in the day. You were like, let's try to talk about it. It's not nice time with you. We can do this again. Super Eagles Morocco, you'll be here on Wednesday, hopefully to talk about it.
I mean, top notch. So
top notch. All right, thank you so much. We're going on a very quick break right now. Then when we return, the show continues. Please don't go anywhere. Stay here, and we'll tell you more other stories away from football. Please, we'll be back shortly.
What happens in the hush behind hangar doors? Who signs the papers that gamble with lives? Which truths were grounded before they even ever had wings? If you've ever buckled a seatbelt at 30,000 feet, if you've ever stared out of that tiny window and wondered who's really in control of the skies, it isn't just flight, it's power, it's politics, it's pressure sealed in steel. We're peeling back the clouds from runway risks to sky-high secrets. We're diving deep where most dare not to look. Aviation Scope, every Sunday at 7 p.m. only on Voice of the People TV. We don't just report, we reveal. We don't just ask, we uncover. Because when it comes to the skies, ignorance is turbulence. Aviation Scope, the sky isn't the limit, it's just the beginning.
On Edu Dialogue, we bring you fresh ideas and conversations, shaping the future of learning in Nigeria and beyond.
In a world where power shifts with every headline.
In a nation full of questions.
In a world filled with noise, the truth needs a voice.
The policies that shapes our world and the economy that determines our future.
Every hour, every day, the grapevine keeps buzzing. And together, we are committed to telling the stories that shape our world because your voice is our focus.
Don't forget, our voice matters the most. Let us come together and share our concerns.
This is Health Check, your weekly guide to better living, smarter choices, and trusted answers. From everyday wellness to urgent health issues, we've got you covered. Health Check, only on Voice of the People television, where your health has a voice.
Mr. Ofamiloni, and here is to VOP TV. Keep watching, stay tuned, do not touch that dial.
Arara, my name is Made Kuti and you're watching VOP TV. Keep watching.
Welcome, my name is Zika Davis. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, boys, viewers, everybody, boys and girls. This is VOP TV. Do you know what that means? Voice of the People TV. You don't have a voice, don't come here. You better make sure your voice is heard.
Are you ready for the extraordinary? Something big is happening on your screen. Introducing
Welcome back. You're still watching Voice of the People TV, Lagos, Nigeria. It's that time to give you sporting news all over the world, and it's about the Sports Republic show. And at this point in time, let's talk about the tennis. What's really going on? World number one Arina Sabalenka bruised aside Master Koshuk 6-4-6-3 in the Brisbane International Final on Sunday to retain the title without losing a set ahead of a bid to reclaim the set piece of her bid and that Australian Open title. Koshuk beaten and also was beating top 10 players in the game. Jessica Pegula, Mira Andreeva, Amanda Aminsova on her way to the final, but was no match for the sheer power of the US Open champion. Sabalenka is determined to win the back-to-back Australian Open title she relinquished last year, and her performance in the fierce Brisbane heat suggests she will be hard to beat at the Melbourne Park later this month. And the message reads, "Thank you to my team for handling me. I'm really the toughest one to handle, and you guys are the toughest people in the world if you can handle me," she told the crowd before directing a comment to her partner Gorgeous Fangolis in the stands. And that's about Arina Sabalenka. And I'm lucky to talk about how she continued by saying, "Thank you to my boyfriend. Hopefully soon I'll call you something else, right? Let's just put a bit of extra pressure." And that's the news about the lady who we loving, how much she's come to do the tennis thing. Now, away from that, let's talk about tennis in Nigeria. Foundation boosts grassroots tennis. 7th annual youth tournament in Ogun concluded. The Rock Tennis Foundation on Sunday concluded its 7th annual team holiday clinic and youth tournament aimed at grassroots sports development, and that's about youth empowerment in Ogun State. The event, which featured under 12, under 14, and under 16 boys and girls in the final, was held at the newly constructed team tennis court at the MKO Abiola Sports Arena in Abeokuta. Speaking at the closing ceremony of the tournament, President of the Foundation, Akinyemi Bamike, said that the initiative had continued to open doors for young Nigerians in the game of tennis. Bamike explained that the team foundation has introduced between 50 to 100 kids to the basic of tennis while also running intensive drills for existing players. He noted that despite the challenges in preparation, the outcome exceeded expectations, especially with the use of new facilities. In the words of Bamike, he said, we have introduced between 50 to 100 kids to the basics of tennis while also running intensive drills for our existing kids out here. And then this is the first time we are hosting this clinic in the newly constructed tennis arena built by the Ogun State government for the last National Sports Festival. The president also explained that the foundation's vision was beyond producing talent athletes, saying that the objective was to take kids off the street and then groom them into tennis champions. According to the president, he said, our objective is to take these kids off the street and groom them into tennis champions and also champions in academics, morals, and then attitude. Bamike revealed that one of the foundation under 12 players recently represented Nigeria at the IETF tournament in Ghana. VOP TV Sports reports that at the end of the tournament, outstanding young athletes, young talents were rewarded across categories. Kimberly Ogunde also emerged winners of the under-12 girls category, while Adejumobi Ademola won the boys title in the under-14 category. Gabatawo clinched the boys title, and Ago Kende won the girls title. Mubat Rasaki won the under-16 girls tournament in that category, and then Sukomi Oduwaye also won in the men's category. So you could say boys category. Good news that we are seeing this happen, and I'm really happy to see this one is emanating in Nigeria, not far from Lagos, Ogun State. I've been there. I've seen what they are trying to do. The government is in love with sports, and then this is good to be talked about. This is good to be shared among the people because we want to see our sports grow to the next phase, not just about the biggest of them, which is football. And why is it so big? Because the Super Eagles happens to be the big brand. But our tennis, we can do Formula 1, we can do lawn tennis, we can do basketball, and then we see it out there. But moving away, let's talk about Formula 1 on the show today. 2025 saw a thrilling three-away world championship battle between Oscar Piastri, Max Verstappen, and also eventual victor Lando Norris. But it's unknown how many of those three, if any, will be in the title fight again in 2026. And that's because of major changes being made of the sport, both in terms of power units, rules, and car design regulation. But according to Schumacher, he said, cars will be lighter, smaller, and more meaningful in 2026. While there will also be much greater emphasis on electrical energy when it comes to power units. And Schumacher has said that this could see a complete shake-up of the competitive order, with the German not sure who will be challenging for the title when asked whether Red Bull and Max Verstappen can return to the winning ways in 2026. Schumacher told reporters in Germany that they can certainly do it. However, it will be said everything will be turned upside down. Someone like Andrea Newey, who is now an Aston Martin, could come up with a brilliant idea, or anyone else for the matter. And it's about the Formula 1. Now, from Formula 1 to Formula 1, we tell you about Lando Norris. You've looked at Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen when he was previously asked who his dream Formula 1 teammate was. Norris claimed the Drivers' Championship back in 2005, winning the accolade for the first time in his career. The Englishman passed Verstappen in the top spot, earning 43 points, with the Dutchman 4-1 to deny the Red Bull racer a fifth successive championship. Norris made his Formula 1 debut back in 2019 at the Australian Grand Prix with McLaren, and also has raced for Surrey-based team ever since. The 26-year-old had to wait a fewer years before establishing himself as a rival to both Lewis Hamilton of Ferrari and Max Verstappen of Red Bulls. Now, from that one, we head into the boxing world. It's more like a celebration in Nigeria, because we've seen this. Nigeria has strengthened its influence within African Boxing Administration following the appointment of two of its officials to key subcommittees of the Continental Governing Body. Mr. Emoni Williams has been named chairman of the Ethics and Disciplinary Committee of the African Boxing Body. His appointment was confirmed in the latest sound by the organization of President Mr. Solomon Desmond Kagbo, who described the selection as a recognition of Williams' integrity, professionalism, commitment to upholding the highest ethical standard in boxing, and that's in Africa. According to Mr. Kagbo, the boxing body had full confidence in Mr. Williams' capacity to promote fairness, accountability, and strict adherence to the organization, rules, and regulations across the continent. In a related development as well, Mr. Abdullahi Okugiri of the Royal Moroccan Boxing Federation has been appointed chairman of the Technical Committee of the African Boxing League, ABR. The appointment was announced by the governor of the African Boxing League and also vice president of the Nigerian Boxing Federation, NBF, Honorable Molei Imadu, who noted that Okiri's selection reflects his extensive technical expertise, administrative competence, and also long-standing contribution to the growth of boxing in Africa. So it's good to know that Nigeria also secured another strategic role with the appointment of renowned technical boxing procedure, and that's about the expert, Mr. Babatunde Laguda, as Secretary General of the Technical Committee of the African Boxing League. Celebration everywhere. celebrate Nigerians because we want to see them involved on African shores of everything that has to do with sports. And this is good to say. But lastly, we'll leave you with this news that on Wednesday, the Super Eagles will beat Morocco. It's no longer news, but we have the media news coming up next. Please don't go anywhere. Keep staying with us. Keep watching Voice of the People Television, Lagos, Nigeria. Tomorrow is another day, but do well to join the guys by the evening, 5 p.m. Jerry Appelai, Switch Without Beats, and tomorrow Ikechukwu, the Oracle, will be here to tell them more on the Sports Republic show. And this is me signing out. Do have yourself a very great day. We'll see you again, hopefully on Wednesday.
Africa is on the move, a continent of rising voices, untold stories, and powerful transformations. From the streets of Lagos to the heart of Nairobi, from the mines of Congo to the tech labs of Cape Town, the African story is being written every day. Bold, dynamic, unstoppable. This is African News on Voice of the People Television. We don't just bring you the news. We analyze and bring you Africa's heartbeat, the politics that shapes our nations, the economies that drives our future, the cultures that defines who we are, the voice that must be heard. Africa News, Africa's voice, Africa's future. Where Africa speaks, the world listens.
The red carpets, awards, the razzmatazz, music, fashion, interviews, and more. Spotlight on Voice of the People Television. Let's feed you with all the juicy stories in the global entertainment space, bringing you the glitz and glamour as it is hot. Stay tuned to Spotlight, 1 p.m. Monday to Friday. Spotlight on VOP TV. Entertainment like never before.
Are you ready for the extraordinary? Something big is happening on your screen. Introducing VOP TV. Now streaming on SLTV channel 264. From breaking news to captivating conversations, news analysis, giving you all sides to the